Envision looking at the skyline one day, anticipating the standard dawn, yet rather you see the sky split into two, half polished off by a blinding light from a far-off star that is presently more brilliant than ever. It's not the sun, it's Betelgeuse. This huge red supergiant is becoming so enormous that if placed in our planetary group, it could envelop the orbits of Mercury and Venus, perhaps even coming perilously close to Earth. Such a cataclysmic scenario might seem like science fiction, but Betelgeuse's fate is more than just speculation. One of the most fascinating stars in our night sky, Betelgeuse, has captivated the attention of astronomers for decades. This star is a red supergiant, a celestial behemoth so massive that, if swapped with our Sun, it would extend beyond the orbit of Mars and even stretch out through the asteroid belt. However, Betelgeuse, situated around 700 light-years from Earth, poses no immediate threat to us. But, as Neil deGrasse Tyson once pointed out, Betelgeuse is the closest star to Earth that will ultimately end its life in a staggering supernova explosion. Such an event, while distant in cosmic terms, would still have noticeable effects from Earth, sparking awe and a sense of cosmic insignificance. Betelgeuse isn't just known for its size, but also for its remarkable variability. A beautiful reddish-orange star, it sits prominently in the constellation Orion. Betelgeuse's brightness fluctuates significantly over time. It's one of the few stars visible to the naked eye that exhibits such variability, sometimes becoming so bright that it rivals the brightest stars in the sky. Its apparent magnitude has been observed to range from 0.0 to as faint as 1.6, which is quite unusual for such a prominent star. In late 2019, Betelgeuse began to dim significantly, causing excitement and concern among scientists and space enthusiasts alike. Some believed this signaled the beginning of its end, the long-anticipated supernova explosion. However, Betelgeuse recovered its brightness by mid-2020. This mysterious dimming was likely caused by a dust storm ejected from the star, temporarily obscuring our view. Regardless, this episode served as a reminder that the demise of this celestial giant is inevitable, even if it might still be thousands of years away. When discussing variable stars like Betelgeuse, it's essential to note that many other stars also experience changes in brightness. Take, for instance, Aldebaran and Rigel. Both stars display varying degrees of brightness depending on factors like temperature, size, and distance from Earth. Aldebaran, the red giant in the constellation Taurus, can sometimes be as bright as Rigel, one of the brightest stars in Orion. However, Betelgeuse's variability is particularly noteworthy because of its sheer size and proximity to Earth. Betelgeuse's distinct fluctuation results from its convective nature. As a red supergiant, Betelgeuse's outer layers are in constant motion, with hot gases rising and cooling before falling back toward its core. This perpetual movement contributes to its erratic light output. The changes in brightness aren't merely optical illusions but stem from genuine changes occurring on the star's surface. Betelgeuse's significance isn't confined to modern astronomy. Its name is rooted in ancient culture and language, specifically from Arabic, where it roughly translates to the armpit of the giant, referencing its position in the constellation Orion. Although its exact etymology remains debated among scholars, variations in its name, such as Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse, or the lesser-known Bellatrix, illustrate the star's profound impact on human understanding of the cosmos. In mythology, Betelgeuse has been associated with various gods, legends, and creatures across different cultures. In Brazil, for example, the star is viewed as part of a turtle's leg, while in Japan, it represents the limb of a ceremonial drum. The Lakota people of North America saw it as the severed arm of a chief, while in Hindu astrology, it is connected to the lunar mansion Ardra, ruled by the storm god Rudra. The star's prominence in human history is further highlighted by its frequent mention in the lore of Orion, often portrayed as a hero or a hunter. Orion has been a significant figure in the night sky for centuries, with Betelgeuse marking his right shoulder. This star's redness has often been interpreted as a symbol of danger or impending doom, particularly in cultures that associate it with war, death, or the wrath of the gods. Astronomically speaking, Betelgeuse is nearing the end of its life cycle. At around 10 million years old, this red supergiant is relatively young compared to our Sun, which is about 4.6 billion years old. However, massive stars like Betelgeuse consume their fuel much faster than smaller, less massive stars. This rapid energy consumption means Betelgeuse will soon, on a cosmic timescale, run out of nuclear fuel. When this happens, its core will collapse under its gravity, triggering a supernova explosion. When this occurs, the blast will be one of the most spectacular events visible from Earth, even though it will happen some 700 light-years away. The supernova will outshine the moon in the night sky, casting shadows and likely being visible even during the daytime. Such an explosion would emit an incredible amount of energy, briefly rivaling the output of an entire galaxy. Despite the dramatic nature of this event, it poses no direct danger to Earth. The vast distance between us and Betelgeuse ensures that we will be safe from harmful radiation or shockwaves. However, the supernova will likely leave behind a remnant, such as a neutron star or possibly a black hole, depending on the exact mass of Betelgeuse's core at the time of collapse. This remnant will serve as a reminder of the star's colossal life and death, a faint beacon of what once was a red supergiant dominating the constellation of Orion. Astronomers are keenly watching Betelgeuse, as predicting the timing of its supernova remains a challenge. While its eventual collapse is certain, it could happen tomorrow, 1,000 years from now, or tens of thousands of years in the future. This uncertainty highlights the limitations of current astrophysical models and serves as a reminder of the dynamic and unpredictable nature of the universe. When Betelgeuse does explode, it will also provide scientists with an unprecedented opportunity to study the physics of supernovae in detail. The event will allow for real-time observations of a stellar explosion, giving valuable insights into the life cycle of massive stars and the mechanisms that drive such cosmic phenomena. For humanity, the supernova of Betelgeuse will be more than just a scientific event. It will be a humbling reminder of our place in the universe, a fleeting but awe-inspiring spectacle that connects us to the cosmos. For millennia, stars have been our navigators, storytellers, and sources of wonder. Betelgeuse's eventual fate will add a new chapter to that celestial narrative, illuminating the sky and sparking the imagination of generations to come. Tragic, conveying an emission of energy so magnificent that it will outperform entire frameworks from Earth, we would witness a light show like no other. Betelgeuse would shimmer as marvelously as the full moon for a portion of a month or months. Regardless, during the day after the impact, the star would eventually obscure, leaving a neutron star or black hole, depending upon the mass of its remaining core. A particularly grandiose blast would significantly influence Earth. However, fortunately, Betelgeuse is far enough away that we wouldn't be directly affected by the radiation. Cosmic blasts occurring within 50 light-years of Earth present a real risk to life due to the intense radiation they release. Betelgeuse's distance of around 700 light-years, however, ensures we are shielded from any harmful radiation it might emit. Supernovae are among the most magnificent events in the universe. They have been observed and recorded by humans since the dawn of civilization. One of the brightest supernovae ever recorded occurred in 2006 when a star in the Milky Way exploded, becoming brighter than Venus in the night sky. This event was visible to people worldwide and documented by astronomers in China, Japan, and the Middle East. In more recent history, a cosmic blast in 1987 exploded in the Large Magellanic Cloud, a satellite galaxy of the Milky Way. Known as SN 1987A, it was the closest astronomical blast to Earth in centuries, providing scientists with invaluable insights into the life cycles of stars. If Betelgeuse were to explode, it would be the first supernova visible to the naked eye in over 400 years. Its proximity to Earth would make it an unparalleled opportunity for scientific observation and public fascination. Scientists would be able to study the remnants of the explosion in detail, gaining deeper insights into the physics of supernovae and the fate of stars like our Sun. The crucial question is, when will Betelgeuse finally explode? Despite its dramatic dimming in 2019, scientists agree that Betelgeuse is unlikely to explode anytime soon. While it could happen tomorrow, it is more likely to occur within the next 100,000 years, a mere blink of an eye in cosmic terms but far beyond the span of a human lifetime. Astrophysicists continue to study Betelgeuse's behavior using advanced telescopes, such as NASA's Hubble Space Telescope, to monitor its changes. Betelgeuse's dimming, initially concerning, has been attributed to a surface mass ejection, SME. This process ejected a portion of the star's surface into space, releasing 400 billion times more mass than a typical coronal mass ejection, CME, from our Sun. This event temporarily darkened Betelgeuse, making it appear dimmer to observers on Earth. If Betelgeuse explodes, what could we see from Earth? The light from the explosion would reach us after traveling 700 light-years, illuminating our night sky like nothing else for weeks or even months. Betelgeuse would shine as brightly as the full moon, casting shadows at night and remaining visible even during the day. After the initial burst of light, Betelgeuse would begin to fade, leaving behind a growing nebula of gas and dust. This nebula, visible for millennia, would serve as a lasting reminder of the star that once dominated the night sky. For astronomers, this would be an unprecedented opportunity to study the remnants of a nearby supernova, providing insights into the processes governing the death of stars and the formation of neutron stars and black holes. Ultimately, Betelgeuse is more than just a star. It is a symbol of the mysteries and wonders of the universe. Its fluctuations, immense size, and eventual explosion have captivated scientists and the public alike. Since ancient times, Betelgeuse has inspired folklore, literature, and art, and its eventual supernova will be one of the most significant cosmic events of the 21st century. As we continue to observe Betelgeuse and anticipate its final act, we are reminded of the fragility of life in the universe. Stars like Betelgeuse live fast and die young, burning through their fuel in mere millions of years. When they perish, they do so in spectacular fashion, scattering their elements across the cosmos and contributing to the formation of new stars, planets, and possibly even life itself. What is your interpretation of Betelgeuse and its potential impact? Its eventual supernova represents one of the most awe-inspiring events we could witness in the cosmos, a grand display that would leave a lasting mark on both science and culture. While its dimming in 2019 generated widespread interest, many astronomers continue to monitor the star, hoping to uncover further insights into the processes leading up to its inevitable demise. What makes Betelgeuse so fascinating to you?